but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch,
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
36, line 36. You gonna get this one? You think you gonna get this? You think,
hey, lock it.
Kill.
Fire.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check safety. Check.
Big grip.
Off play action. Lawrence under a heavy rush and down he goes. The Mississippi State man Chris Jones with a sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Look at me. Zipper. Pilot, 64. Weak.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it.
He's crushed.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The first carry now. This is Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Williams, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Bang, bang, bang. Hey, 43. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Let's get it. Right.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike. Yellow. I'm going lane. Check three. That's right. Deuce. Kill. 15. Hey, 43, 15.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's get it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking.
Yellow.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. A big play there for KC. 41 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is caught by Robinson, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go! You got right there.
2nd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Kill. No.
Hey, Sam off. Blue draw, 4-5.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow. I go, Lou, Eddie.
50. It's been a long day for you.
Check. Crunch.
Alert 3.
Easy.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? You don't want
Recon, 132 fight. We gotta get my
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready, set.
6. Line 36.
Score.
Watch the slap. Check 52.
Move.
Tighten up.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's set a tone. Hey, Sunday.
44. Quit talking about it and bring it. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Hey, 43, 15.
12 team spin. Bofo's the mic.
Yellow.
Mike Bofo. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Scene 6.
Yellow.
So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
You better bring Mike 50. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Kill. Jim.
Leo.
Watch the twins.
On 2.
From the gun, Lawrence. It's complete to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Get that ball, man. Get that ball. Hey.
Yeah.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 36.
What? Squeeze.
Back. Switch.
Shit.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow.
Let's go, Mike 50.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
36 to Mike. What's the run? They're running it. Checked up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Here we go. 18 Raider.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check your heart rate.
Look at me. Score. There you go. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch out.
Mike. Hey, seam 6.
On 4th down, Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball. The clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And the cutback to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow, I'll go Ricky. Check 43. Big gas. Hey, 15.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. On 1st down, Lawrence. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.